I'm Kanishk Singh Jatov and this is Krishna Malviya, and today's topic is JavaScript and APIs. Here we will be discussing on what is JavaScript, variables and operators in JavaScript, functions, event handling, error handling, and DOM methods and DOM manipulation, and the whole picture of API and its working. As we know, there are three pillars of web development, that is HTML, CSS and JavaScript. HTML provides structuring of the web page, CSS provides styling of the web page, that is adding colors and animations, and JS provides logic, that is functionality of the web page and events handling. So what is JavaScript? JavaScript is a lightweight interpreted programming language with first-class functions. Now what are first-class functions? Those type of functions which can be passed as an argument to another function are known as first-class functions. It is used for scripting as a scripting language, but many non-browser environments also use it, such as Node.js and Apache Couch database. Now, as any other programming language, there are variables and operators in JavaScript. Variables are containers of data, then we can in which we can store values in it, just like here. Radius is equal to 40 here. And there are three keywords used to declare a variable, that is let, const and where. Let is used to declare a variable for which its value can be updated in the future. Constant is used to declare a constant variable whose value cannot be changed in the future, like declaring pi. And where is similar to let, but it is old-fashioned in nature. There are 7 data types in JavaScript, that is number, string, boolean, undefined, null, begin, and symbol. Now here are operators in JavaScript. There are 4 types of operators: arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison, and logical operators. Now functions in JavaScript. Functions are a block of code that perform a specific task. They can be used again and again. And this is the definition of a function. Function keyword is used to declare a function, then this is function name, and some work is performed under this function. And this is the syntax for function calling. This is an example of a basic function that takes a number as an argument and print outputs that it is even or odd. This is the code and this is the output. JavaScript enables us to do event-driven programming. That is, a click event occurs. Due to the click, the appearance of the web page changes. Enter key, key press, submit key. Such type of events are handled due to JavaScript. Events are a change in state of the object in the HTML, such as some events are mouse click, key press, submit, enter, and any other event you can perform. Event handling is done using this type of syntax. Here, this is the element, and an event is added in the element. If that event occurs, then this code will be executed. Here's an example. We have selected a button using DOM method, and an on-click event has attached to it. If we click on the button, then this is printed in the console that button was clicked. Event are a special type of object which has many attributes such as on-click, double-click, etc. And these are event listeners. In here we can select the element, then we can add the event, and then a callback function. This is a function which will be executed when this event occurs on this element, such as button on click, and there will be a function in which when we click the button, that event will be executed. And as same as Java language, we use try-catch blocks to handle error handling. Risky code is executed inside the try block. Then if it throws error, then the catch block catches the error and performs the respective operations. Now, what is DOM? DOM stands for Document Object Model. It is a hierarchical tree of HTML elements. Here we can see first is window object. Window object represents the window or tab of the browser. Then under it comes the document object, which represents your document. Then inside it comes HTML, then head, then body. Inside head we have metadata and title and link to the style sheet. And then inside body we have div and script. Script tag is used to link the JavaScript. Then inside div we have image, h1 and other tags. So this represents a DOM tree. Now these are some DOM manipulation methods. We can select elements using ID, using their tag name or using their class name. This is the syntax for ID. Document.get elements by ID. Then we have to enter the ID name, and similar for tag and class. Instead of those three methods, we can use a all-in-one method, that is document.querySelector, and through which we can select using anything by ID, by using class, by using tag. And these are some properties of the object which we can select. That is tag name, inner text, inner HTML, text content. We can manipulate the inner text of the object which we select using DOM methods.
Now we will talk about API. API, Application Programming Interface. It acts like a bridge that allows two software to communicate with each other. Just like a waiter takes an order from us, then it goes to the kitchen and then brings back the food. APIs work same way. API takes request from a client, then it processes and then returns back the response. API can use to retrieve information from server. It can also use to send data to external services and perform various other activities. They are widely used in web development to access data. There are various online services such as social media platforms, weather data, financial information, and many more. Now understand the concept of how API works. API takes request and then it brings back the response. We can understand this by taking example of the Zomato. Zomato receives request for an order. The customer can track the delivery person's location. Here, Zomato app integrates with Google Maps so that Google Maps helps you to track the location. The first step in calling API is to choose the one that suits our need. So there are countless APIs available. Some of the popular types are RESTful APIs. They are widely used for simple data manipulation and retrieval. They use standard HTTP methods like get, post, put, and delete. Third-party APIs. There are many online services offer APIs that allows us to access their data, like Twitter APIs, Google Map APIs, weather APIs, and financial APIs also provide us to fetch data for financial services and Google Maps APIs. Now, what is asynchronous JavaScript? API calls are asynchronous. Means suppose we go to the cafe and we will order coffee and wait for until it is ready. So this is synchronous way. But if we go to the cafe, we order and we will do our work, something another, then they will call us so that that coffees are ready. So this is asynchronous. Asynchronous means it does not block the execution of a code while waiting for a response. This makes it responsive. So this is important because it allows our back application to remain responsive. To handle asynchronous operation, we use promise and then method. Promise is an object which provides a complete execution or a failure. If promise successfully responsive, then it goes in then method. How to use fetch API for get request. Fetch APIs are an inbuilt method which use HTTP method and get request used to retrieve data from a server. Here we define our API URL from which we want to fetch data. Then we call fetch API. It call and give us the response. Then this response, if it is okay, then it will execute, and if it is not, then it shows an error. Then the response is converted into JSON format by using response.json. Then this will process the data. If there is a network issue, then it will give us error. Unlike fetching data, we can also send data to the server by using post request. Here we define our API URL, then this is the object we want to send to the server. Then this method tells us that post, it used to send data to the server. Then content type application /JSON tells the server that this is the JSON format data. Then this will call fetch API and then this will execute. Many APIs require authentication through API keys to ensure that only authorized users can access. So we take an example, and here we will define our API key to access the data.
Now this is our small implementation of working with APIs. We have created a small weather app which shows the weather condition of a location, and it also shows additional information such as coordinates, longitude, latitude, and history of the particular city. So we have defined using const variable these API keys and API URL. This is an API key for the weather, open weather API. This is its API URL. This is geocode API which provides latitude and longitude of that city. Now, and this is air quality API which gives us information about the air quality of that city. This is time zone API which also tells us the time zone of that city. And this is the URL of Wikipedia API which shows us the history of that city. These are predefined URLs. And here we have used DOM methods to access the HTML elements in which we will manipulate them to show the data. This is search box, this is search button. We have used query selector here, and this is class, and then inside the class element we have selected its input. And just like that, we have selected everything here: air quality element, time zone element, city history element, latitude, longitude, information heading, history heading, etc. This is the main method of our weather API's code. This is fetch city data. A city is passed as an argument inside it. First call is get geolocation method is called, which returns us latitude and longitude of that city. Then check weather method is called, which gives us weather condition of that city. And then several 3 to 4 methods are called to give air quality, get time zone, get city history. Await keyword is used to provide asynchronous functionality of JavaScript, and these are all those elements which we have manipulated to show the data. This is the output of our city Indore. Here it shows the icon as respective to the weather. This is the temperature. This is city name. This is humidity, wind speed, and it is here it is in additional information such as air quality, local time, latitude, longitude, and Indore's history provided by Wikipedia. Yes, ma'am. So this is the HTML code of our project, and here we have main card in which all the information has displayed, and this is all those headings in which we display all the additional information such as city info, air quality. These are default. They are later edited in the JavaScript when the response arrives. Now here is our main JavaScript code. These are all the URLs as we have seen in the presentation. These are all the DOM methods, and this is get geolocation method which returns a response that is in this is latitude and this is longitude. This is saved in lat and long. This is saved inside an object which we access later in another method. Then this is the main method check weather. As we have seen inside the PPT. It appends the appends the API, its city our city name and the API key, and fetches the response. If response is not okay, then we handle the error here. We show no data, and here if response is okay, then the data is converted into JSON. And the data is converted into JSON. Then these are document methods, DOM methods, and this is check air quality method, get time zone method, get city history method. All this is combined into this method, and this is a default call for our city Indore, or the blank web page will be shown blank. So this is the output. This is the current output. 25 degrees is the temperature of Indore city. Air quality is 50 micrograms per milliliter. And this is local time, latitude, longitude, and the Indore history. We can enter another city such as Mumbai and click the search button. Then it shows the data of the Mumbai city, 32-degree temperature, then humidity, wind speed, air quality, local time, latitude, longitude, and Mumbai's history. So this is all about JavaScript and APIs. Thank you.